Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Hearthstone Power. Today we are looking at the live stream duel of the Hunter versus the Shaman. This is a very exciting match because we get to see some cool mechanics from a new character, the Hunter. Rexar and a Coke is the name of the deck that Ben Brode is playing. The Hunter is a hero we have not seen before in any match. They have some really cool mechanics, so you should look forward to that because this is really neat, the capabilities of the Hunter with all the beast pump up abilities. So let's get into the game. Alright, the Hunter is playing second. You can see he's got some really low cost cards here, so that's a really good starting hand. Flare reveals all secrets and draws you a card, so you don't necessarily need that early on. So he does make the right decision replacing that card. And there's my dog scratching his collar. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the video. Anyway, you can see that the Hunter has some low cost cards, so he can play aggressively early on. And there he goes, drawing another card that costs 1 mana. This is the first time we are seeing the Stranglethorn board. So if you played WoW at all, you know Stranglethorn is a classic zone of PvP and lots of green. Lots of green, and that's where we meet our Hunter friend. And looks like the Shaman's playing his totem first after the Hunter plays his 1/1 Timberwolf there. Now the Snake Trap is a cool card to play here. Has some combos because it creates these snakes that are beasts, and the Hunter does have lots of cards that can buff beasts. So if he can get that secret to pop early, he can be in a really good position to take over the board. And it's one of those secrets that can come out really early. I mean, your minions getting attacked by the enemy's minions is a pretty common occurrence. So we should expect to see that secret to be triggered soon. Alright, unfortunately he does do direct damage to that wolf, so no secret is triggered. And he summons another totem. Now the Shaman's really good at controlling the board, summoning all these totems every turn. Some that heal, do damage. The Shaman ability is probably one of the best hero abilities in my opinion, I think. Now the Starving Buzzard. Whenever you play a beast, draw a card, which is a great combo if he can get that Snake Trap to go out, because he could. If he has that out and the secret gets triggered, that is 3 beasts that come into play, so he can draw 3 cards. So I think that is the right play. He's expecting his bird to get attacked. At least I would expect to see that. So, alright, now he does have 1 mana left. He's considering using Flare just to draw a card. I guess if you know the Shaman doesn't have any secrets, yeah, go ahead and use that to draw a card. I mean, maybe he knows the Shaman's deck and he knows that they don't play any secrets. Otherwise, I would have held on to it just for a few more turns. Alright, you can see some of the cool animations there on the Stranglethorn board. Alright, Frost Shock. 2 damage, and freezes. Well, the minion is dead, so it doesn't freeze it. It just kills it. And another totem from the Shaman. Looks like it's possible the Shaman knows the secrets that the Hunter plays and is expecting it to be a Snake Trap. And that's why he's doing all this direct damage to the minions to prevent it from going off. Alright, he looks like he's going to play this Iron for a Grizzly 3/3 with Taunt. It's a pretty good play. At least give him some defense for a little while. Does he want to use Unleash the Hounds down there to buff it by +1 attack and give it charge? He could do that. He could attack one of those totems there. But sometimes you might want to hold on to cards that buff multiple creatures. But this is the part of the strategy of the game that you have to learn. You got to learn when do you go for it and when do you hang back and try to save up for a better attack. It looks like he's gonna hold back for now. I think that's the right move. You don't want to waste something that powerful on 1 minion. By the way, the Hunter's ability down there for 2 mana lets him deal 2 direct damage to the enemy hero. There you go, 2 damage to the enemy hero. It's a good ability. It lets the Hunter always apply constant pressure to the enemy, so you are always having to consider the Hunter can do 2 damage to you. Alright, and he plays the Mind Control tech and swaps that with the 3/3 bear. I'm not sure if that's the right play. Now, all he did really was gain taunt, but he not sure. I would have personally held on to the Mind Control tech, but regardless, maybe he wanted to get taunt so he could protect some of his other totems, or maybe that Mana Addict there. Mana Addict is a good card, so that's probably what he was doing. He wanted to get that taunt. Right now, it looks like the Shaman's definitely got board control right now, and that's That is I think one of the main benefits of playing the Shaman is you have board control. And the Shaman is a control deck by nature, I think. He did play Kill Command on that bear to kill him, and so he killed the taunt, and he attacked with his mind control tech to kill off the mana addict. And plays another wolf. It's a different wolf, I think. More Stranglethorn goodness as he steals the gem. Oh man, 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Shaman's got some good direct damage, and plays a 4/2 Arcane Golem. So he's playing some cards that give that. First he played the Lightning ability that cost Overload, which means he loses that mana next turn. I think it was 2, and the Arcane Golem gives mana to the Hunter. But you can see that he was able to. He still has board control, so really, that's the right time to use those kinds of cards. All right. The Hunter doesn't have the best cards right now. He's got cards to buff other creatures, which he has none, and he does have 1 Houndmaster down there. Unfortunately, you would like to use that when you have another creature in play to give a creature +2/+2 and taunt. So it's a really good card, but right now it's not working out for him. So he's just gonna fling 2 damage at the Shaman, probably for the first time because he is at 28 now. Not a lot of options for the Hunter at the moment. That secret still has not been triggered, which I think is insane. I think it's a little crazy that none of his minions have been attacked directly. And another totem. Now there is a limit of how many minions you can play on your side of the board. I think it's at 7. So the Shaman's getting pretty close to that. Alright, he's getting attacked from all sides here by all the minions. Although it wasn't really that much damage. It was 4 from the Golem and 1 from the other totem. Alright, it's the Shaman's turn, and the Shaman did heal 1 from his healing totem down there. And he drew another card that does him no good. So he's got all kinds of cards here that buff his beasts, but he doesn't have any beasts in play. We really want to see that Snake Trap get triggered so we can at least buff some of these cards. This is getting a little ridiculous. Needs to get a creature in play, or he is going to be defeated. Alright, he's having to suck it up and play the Houndmaster, unfortunately. He needed to get a beast in play. He needs the beast to get attacked so that he can get the snakes out. So let's see what the Shaman decides to do. It looks like we're going to see a direct damage spell. No, Hex. Okay. At least he's going to get attacked. You've got a 0/1 with Taunt. So, there you go. Secret gets triggered, finally. And 3 1/1 snakes are going to come into play. Now he's got some cards he can buff. Might be a little too late, but never say never. The Shaman is in control still, and definitely in the lead with 27 health. But, I mean, the Hunter's taking a beating with 6 health left. And of course the Hunter can't really. Sorry, did I say the Shaman? I meant the Hunter. The Hunter's taking a beating, and he has no way to heal. All right, Gladiator's Longbow is a really cool card. Immunity means that when you attack, you do not take damage from the opposing minion. So if he equips that weapon and attacks a minion, he will not take damage from that minion. That's what immunity is. So it's a pretty good ability. Now it does not take. Well, like I said, it wouldn't matter if the enemy hero had a weapon or not. They wouldn't get to deal damage with it anyway. Alright, so he did play Unleash the Hounds, and he buffed up his snakes by 1 attack. So at least now he has some options. He can get rid of some creatures. So he's considering whether he wants to use his snakes, or his weapon, or something else to destroy those creatures. So let's see what he does. Alright, he gives his creature immunity so we can keep him alive. I think that was a pretty good play. He's a little tight right now, so he needs to go all out. He can't hold on to anything. So he wanted to kill that golem and also keep his snake alive, which he was successful. And now he's deciding which totems he wants to kill with his remaining snake there. Alright, he does play the weapon, and I think he's going to go for. Okay, that's a good choice. He did take 1 damage, but at least those totems have 0 health now, so the snakes will survive. And all that's left is the healing totem, which is not a huge threat, but it's definitely going to take the Hunter more work if he wants to kill him. Alright, you're going to see a totem every turn, I think, when you play a Shaman, so be prepared for that, you guys. Oh, look at that, Flame Tongue totem. Great totem. Adjacent minions +2 attack. So now he's got, 2 attack minions on the board. Multi-shot. Oh, what a nice card to draw. 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Now, he has to be strategic about how he wants to use this. If he wants to keep his snakes alive, he would like for the multi-shot to hit the Flame Tongue totem so that they can lose health. So let's see what happens with the multi-shot. Otherwise, he is going to have to sacrifice a snake here. He's thinking about his which ones to attack with, and okay, multi-shot, and he does kill the Flame Tongue totem, thankfully. So he's still got his snakes on the board, and he's in a pretty good position. The problem is he's at low health. And that seems to be the same place that the rogue was in the last video that you saw. The rogue had, by the time he got board control, it was too late. He had too little health. And this seems to be the same situation the Shaman's in. So it might be too late. We'll see what happens. Starting a campfire, because, you know, you gotta stay warm in Stranglethorn, I guess. Oh, Lightning Storm, 2 to 3 damage to all enemy minions. Nice card from the Shaman. Cards like that are really fun. Alright, he's playing an axe. He gets to do 2 damage to the hero. Let's see what else he has. If he has something else, it is game over. Looks like he's playing something. Oh, a lightning bolt. 3 damage to the hunter, which is enough to finish him off. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, well, he did his best. By the time he did get board control, it was just a little bit too late. Now he didn't. He had some options, but I think that what really hurt him, and this is nothing he could have done, was that snake trap just did not get attacked soon enough. If he had gotten those snakes in play sooner, he would have had all kinds of choices. He could have buffed them up. He would have drawn cards if he had the buzzard in play. All these things. So you always have to pay attention to secrets. You have to realize that most good players will know what secrets are in those types of decks. So it's possible the Shaman just said, I know what kind of minion that is, or I know what kind of secret that is, it's going to summon minions, so I'm going to do everything I can to just go around it. And that's exactly what he did. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave some comments, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Time to Hearth out.